We have so much makeup to talk about this week. Like the past few weeks felt a little slower, except for like the SSA categories. But this week I was like, another release, another release. Like how long is this video gonna be? I am filming this like Friday afternoon. It's going up on Saturday. So I don't know what is gonna happen. Like in the meantime, usually not that much, but there has been so much happening. I feel like we're getting into that phase what I was talking about last week, where like people are coming back from vacation, like it's getting a little less hot maybe in some places, and people are like buying makeup again, and we're getting into like, I don't want to say it, but the holidays a little bit, like in makeup land, like we're getting close to the holidays. And I don't know, it's just we're getting into a phase, we're getting into like this very fast, like release after release. Let's just quickly get into it because we have so much to talk about. I had to scroll so far back. So we are seeing some Kylie Cosmetics lip and cheek blush tints. These are in kind of like that poof style applicator packaging, but they seem a little different than like the truly like Charlotte Tilbury dupe packaging, because they kind of seem like a squeezy tube, and then there's just this sponge with a hole in the middle that you kind of like squeeze it out. We have 6 shades, I believe. It looks kind of cute. Like the shades look kind of cute. A lot of more like neutral to cool shades. If I would be trying Kylie, like if this was a brand that I would regularly try, I would probably be like intrigued to at least try the light pink, but I feel like I can easily skip on this. I just don't feel like this brand is super relevant anymore. I don't really feel like this is a brand that I'm gonna feature on my channel. Alright, then we have new Fenty Snackz. So there are mini sizes of Fenty products. Fenty Concealer, the Gloss Bomb Heat in Hot Cherry and Fussy. This is now at Target and Ulta Beauty. I don't know if it's gonna be like at Sephora's or like Sephora's in Europe. I think it's a pretty smart thing for brands to do, to come out with minis. I just feel like it's a great way to try things. Sometimes you don't want a full size. Like if you like me have a very big makeup collection, like why would you want a full size of everything? It kind of depends. Like sometimes a full size is just way easier to use. Like I had like some mini MAC lipstick at some point, and I just didn't like the feel of it in my hand, didn't like the application. So it really depends what it is, but I feel like with something like a lip gloss or maybe like a mini blush, I feel like that is still pretty easy to use and it makes sense, but I'm not gonna buy this. Then a new foundation is coming out, the Major Skin Hydra Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. Patrick Cha is coming out with this. I've been kind of intrigued, more and more intrigued in complexion products, and it is kind of because of the new foundation by Catrice, because that is kind of like this satin matte foundation, and I've really enjoyed it, and I'm kind of like, maybe there are different types, like different formulas of foundation that I like than what I was thinking before. Like maybe there are kind of like satin-esque, like more skin-like foundation that would work on me, like that one. And also you can use less of a foundation, work it into the brush, apply it not as such a thick layer, and then it's kind of like more medium coverage foundations can look quite natural and like you're almost wearing nothing, but it's just like smoothing everything over a little bit. So I'm kind of like intrigued, but I feel like there's some other things released that I'm more intrigued by. Then Revolution is coming out with an advent calendar. So I'm kind of like dabbling into Revolution, like I'm trying out some Revolution lately, but I'm seeing so many advent calendars and I'm kind of thinking I should stay away from it. Like it could be a good video, maybe, I don't know. Like I don't know how interested people would be in this, but I feel like when I'm thinking of videos to do, I'm always trying to meet halfway. I want to feel excited to do the video, to make the video, and I also want it to be interesting to at least some of you. Like at least I want it to be like helpful for you as well. So I can be persuaded, but I feel like this is not really for me. Then we are seeing some things for a new Nomad Cosmetics palette, the destination is gonna be revealed today, so probably I'm gonna be able to edit that in, but I'm not seeing that right now. We're seeing leaves, we're seeing like a person on a boat. Usually when they are kind of like sneak peeking, I wouldn't know. I totally wouldn't know. Like the last palette, I had never heard of Florida Keys. Never heard of it. I don't know if that says something about me, but usually I don't know. I'm not in a guessing game because I know I'm gonna lose. But we're gonna see what this is gonna be. Nomad Cosmetics is not a brand that I'm really buying from. Maybe I should try them again. But I actually tried a palette from them like 2 years ago. Really didn't like it. I felt like the shimmers were so dry and I don't know, I just couldn't make it work. That was kind of like the turtle palette or the tortoise. Sometimes I really cannot speak. I don't know what the palette was called, but it really wasn't for me. Really didn't like the quality. Then we have a new at Beauty Bay, a Made by Mitchell colored case mini, the primaries. These are gonna be $23. I feel like this could be very practical for like color correcting and things, and just kind of like mixing things in, making things more cool tone, more rosy. Like there's a lot you can do with this, but it does feel kind of like makeup artist-esque. Like if you're a makeup artist and you kind of like have to create custom shades, and this is really nice. But I am not a makeup artist, nor do I aspire to be. Like a little bit of a behind the scenes. I have gotten the question to kind of like promote like a beauty academy. How do you become a makeup artist? I could do it for free and then I would promote it and there would be a discount code. And I thought about that for like 5 seconds, and I actually got that same question from another company again. Like apparently this is a thing, and I thought about it for a few seconds and I was like, nah, I don't even want to do that for free. Like, okay, listen, I love doing makeup on myself. I enjoy doing makeup on myself so much. But if people ask me, can you do my makeup? I get like stressed. I get really stressed because I know my face. I know the makeup that I like. I know the techniques that work on me. And I do it on myself. Like this is a certain like way of approaching makeup, like your own face with your own hand. And then when you apply it on someone else, it's like totally different. Like you're going like this. Like, how do I even hold my hand? How do I even make this look good? And I feel like people expect me to be good at applying their makeup, and I just don't think that really works. I just don't think I really am. I kind of avoid it. Like, I've done makeup on my sister, but I mean, I can tell her exactly what she can expect. And I can tell her, like, you are taking the risk. This is your own risk. This is at your own risk. My cat just sneezed. So that was a little bit of a rant, but I just feel like people ask me so often. People ask me so often, like, wouldn't you want to be a makeup artist? Are you a makeup artist? Would that be something for you? Would you want that to be your job? No, I don't want to be a makeup artist. I just want to do makeup on myself and I want that to be it. Even if you're telling me like you can do this for free, you can get the certificate for free, I'm sorry, but no. Is that weird? Like if you are watching this and you're like, I love doing my own makeup, do you do makeup on others as well? Like, is that your thing? Do you like being a makeup artist? Are you a makeup artist? Do you like being a makeup artist? It stresses me out. I'm just very specific with what I like when it comes to doing makeup. Then, Makeup Revolution is sneak peeking a Mean Girls collab. We haven't seen any like of the makeup products at this point, but it is clear that it's gonna be a Mean Girls collab. I'm interested to see what this is gonna be, but it really is gonna depend on how it looks, if I would be down to try it. And it also kind of depends, like, is it coming to Booty Shop? I'm probably not gonna order it from the Revolution website. So it really depends what this looks like, because I have realized, because of the balms that I tried in a video that I uploaded yesterday, like on Thursday, I realized that Revolution may have come out with some really great products this year, but they are still able to really mess things up. But let me know if you would want to see this collection. Then we have some new shades of the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump. I don't feel like these are looking very different from what they had before. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I just don't know the shades, but I feel like this was maybe not totally necessary. Okay, I'm not gonna be picking this up. Then Singe Cosmetics is doing a collab. There's a collab with Singe Beauty. It's a 6-piece brush set. A curated brush set. Is it like she thought of these brushes, or is it like she curated this set? I don't really know. It kind of sounds like she thought of these brushes. I actually watch her sometimes. She does luxury content. Like, I don't watch luxury content like on the daily because it's not really the type of makeup that I usually buy, but like I will watch her videos sometimes. I enjoy her channel. And like, this looks like a nice brush set. I'm not gonna buy it. Then Nomad Cosmetics is coming out with a new cream bronzer. We have 6 shades. It's a squalene infused bronzer with ultimate hydration, bronze glowing and protected. Protected? Does it have SPF or why? And then we have quite tan shades, it seems, like quite warm shades. It's not very like cool toned. I don't think these are really gonna be my perfect shades, probably. Maybe the medium tan, but like the name medium tan kind of like scares me a little bit because I wouldn't call myself tan by far. I don't think I would be able to get that far. Like, even if I would really tan. By the way, it has gotten so dark outside, so it's all looking a little different here. Yeah. It looks kind of nice, but quite warm, like truly a bronzer. I've never tried any Nomad Cosmetics. I kind of feel like when they launch something like, oh, they are still here. Like, they are still launching things. Have you tried any of the brand? Am I just kind of like just not noticing how popular they are? Like, what is actually going on with this brand? Is it like something you get excited about? And then last week I told you that Ulta Beauty was sneak peeking a new release and that they were sending it to me. I haven't received it yet, but it's on its way to me. It is a hydrating face primer called Positivity. It is lightweight, fast absorbing, water-based, milky. It's designed to give your skin a fresh, dewy finish, and it extends the wear of your makeup. It has no fragrance, it has no tint. It's for all skin types, and it's a slightly sticky finish. It has niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and vitamin C. When she sent this to me, like the description of the product, and it said no perfume, it's slightly sticky, I was like, yes, I want to try it. I'm very excited to try this. And I do have kind of like an arrangement of different makeup products that I want to try in like a try new makeup products video, and this is gonna be like the last thing that has arrived for the video. So once this arrives, I'm gonna do like new makeup releases, full face thing. Then Dolly Parton is coming out with a makeup line, and she is first releasing 4 lipsticks. These look very bedazzled, very Hollywood, very like sparkly. They're gonna be $20 each, which I thought was a pretty good price, especially for how expensive makeup is nowadays and how bedazzled these look. Like, this is kind of affordable, I would say. These are going to be available August 22nd. And we have Jolene Red, Honey Plum, Rosebud, and Birthday Suit. I have to say, I'm kind of intrigued because I do really like the look of the shades of these lipsticks. Like, a lot of the time I just kind of get this range of nudes and pinks, but here we have a really cool tone brown, we have a peachy shade, we have a red shade. It looks very intriguing. I don't think I'm gonna like try this brand out right away by any means, but it's a kind of brand that I will keep my eye on because I do really like kind of like a cool tone brown. And then we have the embossing of that butterfly in the like in the bullet. I think this looks pretty cute. I think it looks pretty cute. I'm gonna keep my eye on it, but I just feel like I'm not the right person to jump on this right away. Then Huda Beauty is coming out with a new Easy Blur Natural Airbrush Foundation with niacinamide. It's lightweight, medium to buildable, and it's non-comedogenic, and it's ultra blurring. She hasn't used any filters, any Photoshop in her photos, which I think is really nice because then you can actually see what is going on. Like, what is the difference? Like, these models, you can really see what happens. And this is kind of like this satin matte situation, I feel. And I'm kind of intrigued. And there's also kind of like a mini version of this on Huda Beauty website. Like, it's not available yet, but there is already like the listings. And there's a mini version that I would kind of like to pick up and try. This actually looks really good. And Huda did showcase this on her YouTube channel. And she did show that you can use just a few drops to get a very natural look. And I'm kind of here for it. So I'm a little unsure what shade I should buy. I feel like I kind of have like skin tone blindness. Like, I've gotten more tan, but I still feel like I'm very fair. Like, am I fair or am I light, or what color am I and what do I need? Like, I feel like if I get something like super cool toned, it also doesn't look like amazing on me. It should be a little bit more neutral. So I'm kind of like, what am I? Like, I kind of want to buy like a super light shade, but I feel like it's gonna be too light for me right now. Maybe I should buy like shortbread or chai, but I'm a little unsure. I don't know what to think. These, by the way, are also fragrance free and alcohol free, and that makes me very excited. I'm probably gonna pick this up. Probably gonna do a video. There's also gonna be a Easy Blur silicone free smoothing and pore minimizing primer. Jelly like primer, controls excess oils, adds smooth texture, blurs pores, soft focus finish. Huda did say that this is for all skin types, but it does seem like maybe it's a little bit more for like oily skin. So I'm kind of like, if I am gonna try out that foundation, would you like to see me try this primer as well? Like, what do you feel? Like, is it gonna be a complete video if I don't use the primer? Like, I do feel like I don't need that many primers. I don't use foundation every day by far. Like, I use it maybe once or twice a week, maybe. But yeah, pretty excited at least for that foundation. That sounds really good. Then we have from Klarity Cosmetics a high coverage concealer. 18 shades is coming soon. These shades look really interesting. Like, one of them looks so yellow, but you can also use that to kind of like color correct. I am kind of like staying away from Klarity Cosmetics, I think, a bit. And when it comes to these types of products from indie brands, I would be more inclined to try it if I didn't have to buy them for like a higher price, or like buy them from the US and pay like high shipping and taxes. Like, I feel like there are a lot of really good concealers, for example, at the drugstore that I don't have to pay like very high shipping and taxes for. And yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like this is worth it probably to me in general from indie brands that are hard to get for me. Then Chanel is coming out with the cream blushes, the light mist blushes in 5 shades. I'm kind of not understanding what I'm seeing here, because there is one photo where there's like the tiny brushes, and then there's one photo with other shades, it seems, and it doesn't have the tiny brushes. Like, what is what? Like, is it the same thing? Well, at least I'm not gonna be buying these cream blushes from Chanel. I tried Chanel like once. I tried 2 of their blushes that they had for, was it the summer collection? And I do have to say that video did really well, but I hated those blushes. I really didn't like them. I think maybe I still have them because I don't really want to throw them out, because they were like 130 euros in total for 2 blushes. But those were not good. I didn't like them. e.l.f. Cosmetics is coming out with some face and eye brushes. I really feel like I have enough brushes, and these also look a little bit on the cheapy side. Maybe I'm not gonna be buying this. We have a collab between Shall We Makeup and Freya 86. These are 2 eyeshadow palettes. Like, I don't know this brand. It's not a brand that I am familiar with. The swatches look like crazy. It's the Somber Garden collection. Includes both full-size and mini-size eyeshadow palettes. So it's the same palette, but it's a different size, I'm guessing. So you get like different sizes of the pens. Okay, that's kind of interesting, kind of smart. The full size is $59 and mini size is $29. There's also a lip duo. It's $10. It's gonna be launching the day that I'm filming this, August 16th. This is looking kind of good. Like, I do like the option to get a smaller palette because I never really go through eyeshadow. So I think this looks kind of interesting. It's a little too somber for me. It's a little too muted for me. These are not exactly my tones, but I can really appreciate it because I love it, like, from afar. I love the color stories, but I just know I wouldn't wear it, but it looks really good. Then from Rabanne, we have the new Rabanne Mini Blush Palettes. They are now at Selfridges. They are $31. These are kind of cute. But this is really like the type of product that I will like scroll past. Like, I will scroll, I will stop, I will be like, this looks kind of cute. And then I will forget about it again. Like, yes, it's cute, but it's just not the type of brand, not the type of thing, not the type of price. I'm not gonna be buying this. If this were like Kika Milano, if this were like Essence or Catrice, I would be all over it. But this is just not what I am buying right now. Then Dyson is actually coming out with hair products, if you can believe it. Like, I think like it makes sense, but at the same time it's a little bit like, okay, we're going from electronics to hair products. I just kind of don't trust hair launches for some reason. I just always feel like I'm sure it's not that good. I'm sure it's more of a cash grab. I'm sure it's like just okay. I don't know. I'm not sure if I think this is a smart move. I'm not sure if this is something people were waiting for. Like, people are loving the Dyson like hair tools, of course, but is anyone gonna buy this? I don't know. Like, I'm not interested in this. That is something that I know. And I'm also not really interested to change my hair routine. How do you convince people to change their hair routine? That is my question. Then Nina came out with a new product. This I don't fully understand, but it is like this small red light product. I'm guessing it's on batteries, but you can kind of like stick it to your face where you have like imperfections, or if you have like, I don't know, a breakup maybe, you can stick it to your face, you press the button, and then you have like a red light therapy, but like very pinpointed. I kind of feel like this is their answer to like red light masks, and I do feel like red light is a very good thing to like add into your skincare routine. Like, it does do a lot for your skin, but I don't really know about this. Like, it's so pinpointed that I'm almost like, is this like the most efficient thing to use? Wait, I'm gonna check the website how expensive this actually is. This is 40 euros. It's a Fix and Snatch red and blue LED patch. And it's in the shape of lips. Very cute. Reduces blemishes and prevents acne. Minimizes the size of pores. Red light and blue light. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like, is this necessary? Is it efficient? If you do not have the money to spend on a red light mask, then maybe yes. But if you're really serious about a red light, you have the money to spend on like a full-on face mask, I would maybe be like, that's more efficient. Like, you're getting everything at once. I know it's not realistic for everyone. I feel like this is a like more affordable option. There's a point to this, but for me personally, I'm a little like, is it too small? Is it too pinpointed? It's confusing me a little bit. Like, it's a hard thing to make up my mind about. Like, I'm not gonna buy it, that's for sure. Like, my boyfriend, he actually bought a red light mask, so maybe I'm also kind of like in this position of like luxury. Like, I can just use the mask he has, and I don't need this. But it's just so small. It's just so small. But it's also a lot more affordable than a red light mask. Like, once in a blue moon, the Balm releases something. But with me, with like brow products and foundations and concealers and very like practical products for the makeup routine, I usually don't really go for brands that I'm not really super familiar with, that are not my go-to brands. Like those types of products I get from brands that I already love, because I don't find it that interesting. I don't find it that exciting. Like I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy it from a different brand than I usually go for. I'm sure like my favorite brow gel is from Catrice, and I'm sure like I'm always like with these things, I'm sure I can find it at a brand that is very easily accessible to me. So I'm personally not interested in that. We finally know what the new Nomad Cosmetics collab is. We have an eyeshadow palette, we have a like a lip duo, we have a highlighter palette. It's called the Summer 2024 Blockbuster, A Little Miss She Never Misses. It's releasing the 18th of August, 10 a.m. PST. As I said, these colors are very like bright, primary. I do have to say I like the color story more than I was thinking. Like I do like the tones of the blues and the purples. Those greens I wouldn't touch personally, because they are a little too warm for me. Like I don't feel like those work on me, but like all, I think that this is a really beautiful color story. I think this is looking really nice. Like it's a beautiful collab, but it's not gonna be for me. It's not something that I'm gonna buy. I just feel like everybody loves Blend Bunny so much, and I kind of see why, but I tried one of their palettes and I was just like, no, kind of nice. The shimmers did crease on me, so that is a bummer. So it's like the matte I quite enjoyed, but it was not like blowing my mind. The shimmers were creasing and I just felt like maybe this is not for me, this brand. Like maybe I should give them another chance, but there are so many brands out there, so many different makeup products. I don't know if I should. Like, do you feel like I should? Then the Cryptine Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes that I talked about, I think 2 weeks ago, they now have a launch date. These are going to be launched on the 25th of August. The Atlantis eyeshadow palette is $61. The Violet Crazy eyeshadow palette is $59. Bundle price is $108. I'm not going to be buying this from the website, I think. I will see if this comes a monolith and then I will decide, but I kind of feel like I'm good not trying this right now. Like it looks really nice, but there are so many indie releases. There are so many indie brands. I am drowning in makeup. I'm drowning in eyeshadow palettes. I do want to like make some room in my life to like test some things and give you some updates. Like I want to update you regularly so you can actually use the information to buy or not buy things. So I'm probably gonna skip out on those for now. Then I am seeing this By Us Cosmetics or By US Cosmetics. I'm guessing it's By Us Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, the Garden Busters eyeshadow palette. I'm suddenly seeing that everywhere. Like this brand only has like 200 followers, 240. They're totally new, and I see Jessica posting about it, Rachel Pamiri, Karen Harris. And I'm a little confused. Like, where did this all of a sudden come from? It feels very like fallen out of the sky. Like, did somebody start this brand, or where does it come from? Like, what is the idea behind it? I don't really understand. Like, why is everybody so excited about it? Not that it's not possible, but I'm kind of like, why is everybody all of a sudden so excited about this new brand? I don't know. Is there something special about it? That is what I'm kind of thinking. Like, is there something that I don't know? Like, it looks a little crazy. It looks, there's a lot going on here. I wouldn't, I think, buy this palette. But I'm kind of like, am I missing something? Maybe they are just really liking this palette and the vibe of it. I don't know. Then we have some new Kevyn Aucoin brow products. And it is the Micro Sculpting Brow. It's one of her most exciting innovations yet. Waterproof, super fine multi-tip pen. So I'm kind of like thinking, what is so innovative here? Because I feel like I have seen those multi-tip pens from brands before, maybe even drugstore brands. I feel like maybe like L'Oreal or Maybelline, they used to have this. Like, it looks familiar. So I'm not gonna be buying this. I kind of can see the convenience of having like a multi-tipped pen, but I don't know, I really enjoy a pencil. It's just something that I really like. I think also because I have a lot of brow hair, so if I just fill it in with a pencil and kind of like soften it and then use a eyebrow gel, I do get the fluffy look very easily because I have quite like fluffy brows, kind of like naturally, not exactly thick, but like my brows are naturally looking pretty full. So I don't feel like I really need this type of product. Then we have from Moira Cosmetics a Sneak Peek. Soft, sweet, and oh so flush. Can you guess what's coming? So I'm guessing it's kind of like another version of a cream blush. It's hard to say. It's hard to say what this is gonna be. Let's see if Moira has said anything else about it, or if people are guessing what it is. Yeah, it's a blush. It's a blush. Yeah, looking at Moira's Instagram page and kind of like the comments there and what they comment on the comments, like it's gonna be a blush. It looks kind of interesting. There's one kind of like a lilac shade. Usually Moira comes to Beauty Shop kind of quickly, quite quickly. I got one of the new like squeezy tube lip balms. I'm saving that for the like trying new makeup video that I'm gonna do that I just talked about. So keep your eye out for that. Maybe I will try the lilac one. Maybe I would be interested. And then we have a big collection coming from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the Gargoyle collection. I talked about the Sneak Peek last week. Now we have seen the whole collection. We have a color palette, which is going to be $68. Dive into an 18-pan masterpiece featuring a hauntingly beautiful array of shades, from ethereal pastels to deep dark hues. A liquid highlighter trio, lip gloss trio, and a matte lipstick trio. Liquid lipstick trio is also part of this collection. If you want to see the whole collection, the swatches, go to like Unearthly's Instagram or like Hayden Hahn's YouTube channel. I believe she also put up a YouTube video. I have to say the look of this palette I quite enjoy. It is muted, but I feel like there's still a lot of shades in here that I would use. Like, I think it's quite a beautiful palette. It has some light shades in there as well. I really like the blues in here. I'm just really gonna see when this is gonna come to Monolith, and then I'm gonna decide. Like, it really depends because it could take a really long time. It could be very quick. Like, it really differs. Like, the spring palette came like 2 months later. I like this, but I do feel like this is not a must for me. I could honestly buy all Unearthly launches, especially for the eyeshadows. I could do that. I would really enjoy it, but it would be too much. It would cost too much. It would be too much. If I were a millionaire, I would buy all the Unearthly Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes, but I am not, sadly. So I do really love the way this looks, but I'm trying to make some smarter purchasing decisions. It's not really working out very well for me, but I'm trying. Is this all? I feel... Did I skip something? Let's see. Alright, something I did also want to talk about quickly is that Singe Beauty is having another launch. It's gonna be next week. And the announcement, like showing off what the new products are gonna be, it's gonna be up on Monday. If you missed that, if you weren't like watching this specific video where Angelica said that, that's gonna be the case. I'm very excited to see what it is. I feel like we've had the brushes. The brushes are out of the way. Really love the brushes, but I would love to see some like true makeup. I'm kind of feeling like it's gonna be lip liners. And she has been kind of hinting that she's working on that. I don't know if they would already be done. I feel like she's working on different things, of course, at the same time, because it takes a long time to work on things. So I'm kind of guessing lip liners, but then maybe also combined with something else. It could be. But I feel like whatever it is, it's gonna be like a little bit of a like smaller range of colors to start with. I feel like we've seen a lot of brands do that, like Rabanne Beauty by Ellie Lines. Like, she just started out with 3 lipsticks, now she's launched 3 more. So I'm excited to see what it is. We're gonna talk about that in next week's episode. Also, Glaminatrix Cosmetics, she kind of like sneak peeked some new blush shades in her stories. I don't know if I will be able to find it. I think I won't be able to find that anymore. I should have made a screenshot, but I forgot about it. I didn't realize that I could put that into this video, but there was a light pink liquid blush, and I'm kind of like going back and forth. I really want to try the liquid blushes. People love them, but I've been kind of going back and forth. I haven't directly ordered from their website in a while, and I do have a lot of blushes, but the light pink looks so good that I think if that is going to be launched somewhat soon, I'm probably going to pick that up. I'm probably going to make an order directly from the website, because on Monolith, usually you have like the bigger launches from brands. You usually have the eyeshadow palettes, and like sometimes there's extra things like singles, blushes or lipsticks. They don't really come to the website, so I'm kind of thinking of making an order from Glaminatrix Cosmetics once that light pink launches, because I feel like that would be my perfect shade. Like, you can get me with a light pink, yes. And it has nothing to do with trends, it's just the way I am. I love a light pink blush. Alright, those were all the launches. I feel like we went through it still relatively quickly. We're gonna see what editing Marley has to say about that. I feel like a lot of interesting things have been announced, are being released, but I kind of also feel like right now I'm not even able to buy any of those. Like, in a week or two, like that Huda Beauty foundation is gonna be launched on the 2nd of September, I believe. I feel like the next week I'm still pretty safe with spending my money, depending on what Singe Beauty is doing. If I'm gonna wait for that to come to Monolith or directly order it from the site. Something I really love about Singe is that I believe they have the option now that you're already like seeing what you're paying for the import fees to Europe. So I'm loving that. We're gonna see how I feel about the launch. I feel like I'm like pretty safe for this week, but we're gonna see like what's gonna happen like in the coming few months. I always think that I'm not gonna buy a lot of makeup, and then suddenly things happen that I haven't really like talked about even yet in this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.